So I'm gonna be like overrated for the dating scene, underrated for business, and then like as far as real estate, highly underrated. That part. Just keeping it 100.
What about Atlanta during COVID? Because you know they're still out there going to clubs.
Oh, Atlanta, y'all done lost your mind. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, yo, look, lost your during COVID. Y'all wouldn't have no mask on. Y'all was the amount of participation that was taking place at the strip clubs.
Were you there? What's up? This is Chris Johnson, aka Master Trainer, Master Teacher. We back with another underrated or overrated with my girl Kennedy, aka Scribe.
You know what I'm saying? It's Kennedy Scribe Cash Story, just so you can get it right.
Ooh,
underrated or overrated, it's finna go down. Let's go. What we got today?
Sneakerheads.
Underrated.
Underrated, for sure. For sure.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Overrated.
Evenly rated.
Blue check mark on IG.
Overrated.
Why?
Because it doesn't like necessarily make you any money. It's just a check. Like it's just a status thing. I know people who have blue check marks and are broke.
That's true.
Ooh.
So we should give green checks.
Green checks. That part.
If you got money, you get green checks. Let us know if you know about those green checks.
Green checks. That part.
Sliding in the DMs.
Underrated. And I'm gonna tell you why. Here's
Tell me
why.
why.
Okay, so when I slide in the DMs, I'm sliding in the DMs because I'm trying to make business moves. So if you have a blue check and you slide in the DMs, then you're more likely to get a response. So underrated.
Question though, because I've seen some people with blue checks that have 1,500 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you got a blue check, you got 1,500 followers, nobody really knows you.
Well, you might be known. Maybe you're just known within your world and not necessarily known in like a following aspect. Because there's people who are like journalists and things that people need to be verified. So I don't know. That's what I say. Depends. Underrated, overrated.
50-50. Okay.
Financial literacy.
Underrated.
By far underrated. There's so many people that don't understand credit. They don't understand credit scores, how to build credit, how to build business credit, how even to get a functional loan, like basic things. And if we could be more educated about it as people, you actually can get more and go a lot farther.
Yeah, I think financial literacy is like, why don't we teach that in school? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like in school we're being taught so many different things, books, and there's nothing wrong with that. History, math, all that's good, but like, why don't we teach people how to start an L.L.C., how to manage your credit score, like things you actually need?
That you're gonna deal with in day-to-day world.
That part.
Yeah.
Nothing Was the Same album.
Ooh.
It's I would say it's underrated because that album was fire. Cause you still jamming it today. Cause it has 2 songs on it right now for sure.
What's your 2
jamming.
on that?
Pound Cake.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That
You
was
wasn't
fire.
gonna say
No,
Pound
I
Cake.
swear. No, I swear, bro.
Give me a verse.
I don't have a verse, but I know Jay-Z's on it.
Oh.
Like, so Pound Cake.
Logan, give me a verse.
He ain't got one.
I'm cool.
He
Oh
ain't
my
got one.
God.
He ain't
I
got
got
one.
one. I'm not about to just sing though.
Yeah, I mean, it's Drake and
It's
Jay.
still not my favorite Drake. It's not my favorite Drake. My
Okay.
favorite Drake
But we're
album
talking
is
about we're talking about the
it's,
Blue
it's
album.
Take Care. So this one, I'm like,
That's one before. And what's her name? Her name is
Janae
Janae.
Aiko. Yeah, that song.
Those
That's
are the
classic.
two real good jams.
I'm gonna say
on there.
overrated though. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say overrated because I feel like Take Care is like, for me, an album that's classic is start to finish, no skips.
That's start to finish, no skips. Started from the bottom. Whoa, I'm about to kick her off the show.
You can't kick me off the show,
You
but
can't
that
disrespect Drake like that.
I'm not disrespecting Drake.
That album is
Compared
no
to
skips from
Take
the
Care.
intro.
Compared to Take Care.
From the intro. It's from the intro to the end.
Take Care is Drake's best album. So this is why I say
Been
underrated.
smoking on the low, drinking on the low.
Take Care is his best album, start to finish. Start to finish, Take Care. That's why I say I'm gonna say a little bit overrated because some people rate that higher than Take Care and I have a problem with that. I really do. I took that personally.
She has a really problem. Was she even born when that album came out?
Don't even try me. Don't try me.
Atlanta.
Ooh.
Atlanta?
Just the city in general.
That's tough.
Well, I think it's evenly rated because in the South, that's the Hollywood of the South, right? And most people are moving there the same way they would move to L.A. in the West Coast. So even in Atlanta, it's a lot cheaper. So they have production and they have a lot of films being made there. You have the Tyler Studios there. You have TNT there. So it's like it's opportunity there for growth. So I think Atlanta is probably definitely underrated because it's majority blacks. So it could be underrated.
I'm gonna have to cut through and give you a different perspective though. So I'm gonna be like, okay, so business, I feel like underrated, like business opportunities. I feel like dating scene though, as a black female, I'm not necessarily going to Atlanta. If we just keep it all the way 100. So I'm gonna be like overrated for the dating scene, underrated for business, and then like as far as real estate, highly underrated, that part. Just keeping it 100.
What about Atlanta during COVID? Because you know they're still out there going to clubs.
Oh, hell no. Atlanta, y'all done lost your mind. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, yo, look, lost your during COVID. Y'all wasn't having no mask on. Y'all was the amount of participation that was taking place at the strip clubs.
Were you there?
No.
She's talking like she was
I was not there, but I've seen the videos.
Now, different. Atlanta's
now.
a little different, and especially during COVID. COVID's a hypersensitive subject, but they kind of loose out there, and they kind of
loose.
They're going by their own rules because their governor allows it to be. Not everybody.
Overrated during COVID. Y'all was over here playing Russian roulette with your life over some hot wings and was bouncing. That's it. Overrated during COVID. That part.
All right, let's pivot away from that now. Time management.
Underrated. I think everyone should do a time audit in their life. You just got to examine where all of your time is going and then make sure that your time is going towards the things that you think are important, valuable, and that makes money. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about making money, but making money is essential. It's not that you're chasing money, but it does give you a way of life, and it helps your team, and it helps your family. It helps people live a certain lifestyle, which that's the most important thing, is living the lifestyle that you want.
I agree. I say underrated, especially as a millennial. I think a lot of time, our generation, we spend so much time watching other people be successful, and we don't necessarily put all the time in necessary to be successful. Or we spend so much time trying to look like we have it instead of actually going after it and get it. And like, you know, social media is great if you can use it towards your benefit or, you know, escape, relax. But if you spend too much time on social media, like, you just end up in a time warp. So,
right. I just found this thing on my phone that does like the time audit. So like it tells
Screen
me
time.
It tells me where am I spending my time. And I think social media platform is, especially for me being another generation, I think it's perfect. I just think you have to manage your time. I think it's important that you don't get caught going down a rabbit hole. So a lot of times you may click onto something that was interesting and then click and then click and then click, and then before you know it, you're like 20 clicks over.
And it is 2 a.m. and I said I was gonna go to sleep at 9, but it's 2 a.m. and
that's too much.
Chris is calling me at 5 a.m. talking about why am I not up? And I'm like, look, I clicked.
No, you was in Atlanta with them wings. Booty shaking.
Sushi.
Underrated.
What?
Underrated, bro. Sushi is fire.
I know what level of sushi.
Sushi is sushi rolls, I'm gonna say. Like, so I'll be honest. I only eat like one type of sushi.
So then she can't
like
say
sushi.
Sushi is underrated.
It's underrated, but it be hitting. It be hitting though. It's next level. It's next level. It's called the Jessica Alba roll. Like, and it's got little things in it, little salmon, some tuna, some stuff. And I feel like it's underrated because it's so healthy. But I'm be honest, I was one of those black people, like for years, bro.
You wouldn't try sushi?
Nah, I wouldn't try it.
Sushi's simple. Sushi is evenly rated unless you're in another country. Like when you travel, you go to Japan, you go to China, you're gonna get some original type of flavor, different things. I love sushi, but I don't think it's underrated, nor do I think it's overrated. I think it's right where it should be.
Nah, because too many black people refuse to try it. So I'm going to say it's still underrated. People are like, it's not cooked. Come on now, you know our people. We love our people. But we a little apprehensive. That's all.
Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock?
The Rock?
I think he's underrated as a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has one of the dopest tequilas out there. He does a really good job of marketing himself. He's unbelievable on the film, behind the scenes. And I just think he's dope. I just love his whole story from being a football player to transitioning. He's made so many different pivots in his life that has allowed for him to be successful. So I like The Rock.
I'm going to say evenly rated. I mean, he's winning all the way around. I don't think he's too hyped up. I don't think he's underhyped. He's The Rock. He can't go wrong. Do you smell with The Rock?
What the?
You thought it. You thought it.
Oh my God.
You thought it.
And nightlife.
What part of nightlife?
Yeah.
Clubs, bars, especially right now.
Overrated.
You say especially now?
Especially right now? Overrated?
Well, I think definitely for the younger generation it's not overrated because people need to be social. Being social is a part of life. Being social is normal. And socializing in a club atmosphere could be dynamic if you're able to manage the rest of your time.
I'm gonna say overrated because I'll be honest, as a music artist, for me, I'd rather be at a concert than a club, right? So there's that aspect. But let's say we're going out. I'm more of an activity person, so I want to actually do something. I just feel like when I'm at the club, I'm usually in the VIP section, beep beep. But anyway, when you're at the club, it's I feel like people in VIP low-key don't want to be in VIP because they're all looking at each other. They're looking at the people who are in the regular section. The regular section people are looking at the people in the VIP because they want to be in the... And then nobody's really having fun. Everybody's just staring at each other. Who ordered bottle service? It's the same DJs playing the same songs.
But what if they were playing your song?
But... I'm just like I want you to perform. I want you to watch me perform.
You don't think being an artist that's a part of the nature of them promoting their album?
Okay, so it depends on what type of music. So we're gonna tap into this. It depends on what type of music that you make. Me personally, I'm a touring artist. I'm more of an album artist. So for my music, being in a club and having it played with the DJs, not necessarily the most advantageous thing because if we're gonna be honest, most people who are there at the club are not there to hear new music. They're there to hear songs that they already are fans of. They're there to just have fun with their friends and they're drunk. So I want the buying fan. The buying fan who's gonna buy my album is gonna show up to a concert and they're gonna show up to a tour. I get it if I was a club artist, like let's say like Ty Dolla $ign or like YG. I'm be at the club every night promoting my music because that's the type of sound that I make. So that's what I say. For me, I feel like it's overrated. Why am I gonna spend $500 on a bottle that I can go down the street?
That's what you gonna spend?
No, I said I'm not. Why would I spend $500 on a bottle of Hennessy?
Kennedy knew the prices, guys. Kennedy been in the club way too much. She's the counter one. Listen, look, she's been in the club way too much.
I've been in the club.
$500 a bottle. Oh my
bottle
God.
service is $500 in LA. That's $350, $500. Why would I spend that on a bottle when I can go down the street to the liquor store get the same bottle for $50? That's a bad investment. Like, it's overrated, high key. And plus, if you're trying to think about it, okay, let's really break it down. If you a dude and you really trying to pull a female, you can't hear each other with the conversation in the club anyway. If you a female and you trying to pull a dude, you can't hear each other. So it's just like, I would rather approach somebody one-on-one. Let's go out for an activity, or even in a group setting, like an activity so I could talk to that person and I could spit game, you know what I'm saying? Then afterwards, pow, 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 pow. That's how it's done.
Oh my goodness. Listen, this has been another great episode of Underrated, Overrated with my girl Kennedy. Go check out her YouTube page.
YouTube.com/ScribeCash, @TheRealScribe for Instagram, Twitter, everything. Or you could just Google Scribe Cash. It'll just pop right up.
Make sure you click that bell right there and turn on your post notifications so you can check us out. We out.